Hey guys, it's Ryan Parker and this is Food Craftsmen. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is late August and I've got all these tomatoes. They're just coming out of the garden left and right. They are so delicious. And what I want to do is preserve that flavor all year round, and I'm going to show you guys today how to do that by making a tomato jam. This tomato jam is spicy, it's zingy, it's spicy, it's tangy, it's gooey, it's delicious, and it can be used for a lot of different things. It is gonna be a little bit on that sweet and savory side because of the tomatoes and because of the sugar we're gonna add to it. We've got all of our mise en place together, and I gotta say, I'm really liking this tomato jam. I think it's gonna be amazing for you to try. I've just got a pan hot, put a little bit of olive oil in, and a little bit of minced red onion. Gonna follow that up with our dry spices, a little bit of cumin and a little bit of cinnamon. And the reason I'm putting them in now is I want them to toast a little bit in the heat of the oil. It helps bring out all that warm flavor that those two spices give. Stir those around a little bit, make sure they get coated in oil so they can kind of fry just a touch. Now we're adding in a few diced chilies, and in this case it's just what I had in my garden. You can put in whatever you'd like, but these are lipstick chilies and calabrese chilies, and they're a bit spicy, so if you like something on the more mild side, feel free to use even a poblano or a jalapeno. Now you can see here I got a couple pounds of diced tomatoes, and we had 5 varieties in the garden this year. So it was great to be able just to incorporate all of these into this tomato jam. And the yellow tomatoes, they're a lot less acidic than the red tomatoes, so they're gonna be a little bit sweeter. And then just go ahead and grate in a little bit of lemon zest. Give it just a squeeze of lemon. Use a whole lemon. The acidity is not gonna hurt. Again, with those yellow tomatoes, you really wanna kind of brighten it up just a little bit with that lower acid of those tomatoes. Next up, we're going to add in just a ½ teaspoon of grated fresh ginger to our tomato jam. We're going to give all of this just a quick stir, just to incorporate everything into the tomatoes, make sure everything's coated nicely, and then we're going to be able to start reducing this down after we add our fresh thyme and about 3/4 cup to a cup of sugar. It depends on how sweet you want it and how sweet your tomatoes are. I recommend that you definitely taste your tomatoes first before you start adding in your sugar, because if they're sweet enough already, you might want to cut back on the sugar and just maybe do a ½ cup. Now you're going to want to let this simmer, bring it to a boil first, and then let it simmer between 1 hour to 2 hours, depending on how high of heat you have. Just reduce it down until it is nice and thick, and then at the very end, you're going to add about 2 tablespoons of liquid fruit pectin and just stir that in and cook it for another minute. And hey guys, if you like this recipe, what I want you to do is go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, give it a thumbs up, tell your friends about it, whatever you want to do. Share the love for tomatoes. Oh, and hey guys, if you're wondering about this shirt right here, you can have one of your very own. Just go to TeePublic and search for TV Food Stars. It's one of my creations. I thought I would wear it and share it with you guys. If you want a direct link, it will be in the description below. Also, you can join me on Patreon. Just go to patreon.com/foodcraftsmen and you can join us there in our small but growing community and see what kind of behind the scenes and exclusive content you can get there by becoming a patron. Remember guys, food is life and life is great. I'll see you next time. Jam, jam.